Hi everyone, Squee here with Piff.
Hi.
And welcome to the preseason week 1 of season 6 of Dragonball Z League. It is the preseason. It is our lazy time. I don't have my special graphics and intro music and background stuff, and I'll have all that when we start the actual season, but this is more of a testing period. If you guys don't know what the preseason is, the outcomes of the match don't count. This is a way for teams to get some little bit of testing in on a team versus team setting, so they can kind of make sure the builds they've been working on during the off season are what they hope they would be. It's also a way for the rest of us to get kind of hyped about it. You know, even though these matches don't count, they are exhibition matches, and they are against teams that will be facing each other during the season, so it's a chance to get hyped. And we're in preseason week 1, and the first match we have for you is the Super Saiyans versus the Rugrats.
Yeah, since this isn't very serious and stuff like that, no, I think I'll change personas a bit, and I'll be really serious about all this.
Balance. It's all about balance. We should point out that every team has, for the most part, been doing enormous amounts of tests during the off-season, so we can see some really cool stuff from these teams, some really great improvement. Other things have changed, too. The Super Saiyans have all been bumped down to Super Saiyan 1, so no more Super Saiyan 2s at the gate, and we don't know how that's going to affect the team. We'll just have to find out.
I think it was maybe not their best decision to do that. I think they got a really good thing before. I mean,
well, yeah, that's kind of why we did it. All right, but let's do match 1. Let's get it on.
Getting it on is a sexual term in my head. I don't know about anybody else. I mean, when I think about that, I think about the soothing Barry White in my ear.
Real quick, Gray Fox, can you handle the polls for the matches, or do you need me to? If you're going to be around, I'd love for you to take care of them. Right now, it looks like, according to the chat, the Super Saiyans have 28 votes to win versus the Rugrats have 18 votes to win. So, more support for the Rugrats than I thought, to be honest.
Yeah. Rugrats really had their own, and so far the blondes are not as good as they were. Doesn't have the same energy they had last season, but I think they're going to do well.
Indeed. And honestly, though, Cell Jr. is beating Vegeta really well right now. Vegeta, who was last season one of the strongest in the league, hands down. Definitely one of the strongest in the league. Getting trounced by Cell Jr. right now. Is it going to make it? No! Special beam cannon beats out the final flash. And Cell Jr., look at him. He's barely been touched.
Yeah, Vegeta's been pulling out one of his B2s. It doesn't seem to be doing too well. I think he probably should have had, like, maybe like a spread shot.
Yeah.
So, sever those rapid fires.
I mean, like maybe a scatter shot.
Maybe.
Something that would kind of spread out, scatter a bit,
Yeah. So, I think you could take a few lessons from Broly, what I'm saying right now.
What I'm saying is he needs to start doing something. Final Flash and Ultimate.
That's not his ultimate.
That's not his ultimate either. Oh! Cell Jr. flew right into that one for 10,000 points of damage. Sorry, for some reason I was thinking mid-Vegeta. But he's still well in the lead by over a bar. And another Final Flash!
Might not do too much damage. No, he got in full form. He got a bit of invincibility frames there.
Yeah, he did.
Didn't need to take all that damage, and he's now really on top of his game.
And he might be able to actually fire off his own ultimate Kamehameha if he does it, which looks like Vegeta's not going to give him the chance to do. And Vegeta tags!
Very smart, very intelligent.
Yeah, he was not really doing much there. It was best for him to get out, let someone else do it.
The rotting cabbage seems to not be doing too well against this new opponent.
Is that what he is?
What?
The rotting cabbage.
Does he not look like a rotting cabbage to you?
He does. No. I'm in agreement. I just it's kind of harsh, man. He tries his best. I don't appreciate. He's a kid, man. He's a kid. Oh God! Special beam cannon again.
He's got talent, though. You shouldn't really say anything about his age. I think that's
caught all of that. Nicely done. And
so it looks like this new opponent is really taking it to his vegetables, and I think more young teenagers need to really look up to this guy.
yeah, he's eating Cell Jr. like a plate full of broccoli.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow. Wow, but Cell Jr. is still fighting back, and honestly, Cell Jr. has had an amazing performance so far.
And just like most youngins, they don't really know when to tag out.
Is that a problem with youngins these days?
Oh, no idea how many times I told them to get off my yard.
Tag out?
Tag out.
Whippersnappers, get off my yard and tag out. I don't know why my old man voice is just Vegeta, but you know.
Just like all the other youngins, they don't know when to quit.
Wow, Cell Jr. finally taken down, but damage done. This Rugrats have a huge lead right now.
Looks like Goku is back at his full power.
Yes, he is, and also doesn't understand how to get around floors. Oh god, his ultimate, Super Kamehameha, connects! For 13,000 points of damage. Ouch, that is gonna hurt.
So
Oh, it already did.
That kid on the... That kid on the Mary Jane, he looks a little out of it in his picture up there.
Yes, it's a problem. We were trying to keep it quiet in the league. We told him that if he doesn't stop, he'll be suspended for 2 games. And down goes Goku, and in comes Mid Vegeta. Oh no! Turns out I'm being told now. No, it's just poppy seeds. He's just been eating lots and lots of poppy
Right. Seeds.
Kid Trunks, kind of take it. Oh gosh, fusion time.
I think this is really dangerous for kids. They really shouldn't be doing this.
Yeah, but here at the league, we're all for a non-safe protocol. Yeah.
But I don't agree.
Yes, well. I'll write that in my little notebook of I don't care. Maximum Flasher connects for 8,600 points of damage. And Gotenks, I guess this was a good time to pull Gotenks out. And it all depends on how well he performs now that he's here. Wow,
yeah.
He's doing pretty well, actually. That's the second B2 he's connected with. Has Mid Vegeta down to half health. He's at pretty much max health for a person.
He's getting dealt quite a bit of damage.
Yeah, he is.
Really needs to know how to dodge.
Oh wow, Explosive Wave, knocking him back. Nicely done, Vegeta. And remember, for everyone who's not familiar, Fusion does get him a lot of health and more stronger abilities, but it also makes him lose a player. Goten is not usable. Wow!
Grabbed out of it.
Wow. And then did a dance! Did a celebratory dance! They're both transforming.
See, I think these are the roids. I also do not think this is very good for competition.
Yeah, honestly though, I don't think steroids work quite that fast, Piff. I think it takes some months to actually bulk up like that.
I've seen steroids in my day.
Have you?
Yeah.
Something you want to tell us, old man?
It's when I was young.
Oh, an ultimate! Will it hit? Yes, it does, and he's gone. Wow, nice. Mid Vegeta taken out. And the Super Saiyans struggling against the Rugrats here.
And they're pretty even on their playing field. Oh, mid time. See, this kid knows where it's at. As much as I really don't agree with all of his drugs and forganinery, but he knows how to tag, and I respect that.
I love how drug abuse is somewhere below the list of good tag outs. And when it comes to importance of likability. And
he knows how to get off my lawn. It's pretty good.
Chi-Chi, definitely one of the weaker players of the Rugrats. Hopefully, they did a lot of work with her on the off-season, and we'll see some good stuff with her this season. Still not quite there though. She's throwing out a couple of B2s. She's hit with them, but she's getting trashed pretty hard by Trunks. However, it should also be stated that during our test when we were thinking about what to do with the Super Saiyans, Trunks in his first form performed better than Trunks in his super form. So Chi-Chi is going up against a very powerful opponent. But man, Rugrats are certainly hoping she would have done better than this.
Is she a Mexican?
I believe.
Is that what's going on?
Puerto Rican?
Is that
I honestly don't know. Oh no! No! Chi-Chi!
I couldn't even keep character with that one. Just like a big blast in her face. She's like, "Save Goku!" No, that's not the proper response.
That's not the proper response at all. Gotenks though is in max power. If he hits with an ultimate, he could turn this battle back around. Chi-Chi completely letting her team down on that one. Another ultimate though, will it connect?
It's a bit far. I don't know.
It does not connect. Trunks dodges it and counters and connects with that. Wow. Trunks doing really well at the moment.
Trunks and his radical hairstyle. I don't agree with it.
No.
No. It needs to be kempt.
Whoa. Nice dodge battle right there. Gotenks trying his best to stay in this game. Trunks not going to use his ultimate. No, he doesn't use it. Big tree cannon from Gotenks connects right into Trunks' face for 8,000 points of damage. And Gotenks doing his best to bring this match back around. If he can take down Trunks, he will actually be in an even fight. And he does it.
And with that false courage, he didn't even care about what his opponent was flame flaming at him.
Oh crap! And Gotenks goes to Super Saiyan 3 versus In Vegeta. This is an even fight on both sides right now. Except Gotenks has massive attack bonuses.
It's true, with all of his drugs. I don't think the other man can really do too much about it.
Wow, nice combination from Vegeta. Vegeta pulling in the lead. A B2 from either side will finish this. One full melee combo from either side will finish this. Gotenks on the attack! This is literally an even fight, yeah!
Really close match.
Dodge the B2.
He's got some energy to throw out some of his little fireworks. Might even end up with just fisticuffs.
Wow. And what an excellent end. Gotenks dodging Vegeta's melee attack and freezing him to finish the match. Excellent first match to kick off the preseason.
Just like my real life, the kids always win. I can't get them off my lawn.
Sucks to be you. Alright. No, emulator, that means go to the next... Did I just save?
I think you saved.
I just saved.
Welcome to DBZ League. Woo! This has happened a few times in the past.
It has. So and since this is a preseason, folks, I'm just recording the whole thing. I'm not gonna.
This is fine.
So, what was match 2 again?
Let's go back and find out. Let's see. Match 2 is the Gohans at Muscle.
All right. So it was who's first for Gohan?
Saibamen.
And Gray Fox, if you could go ahead and open up the poll for Gohans versus Muscle. Also, if you could close the poll early in the match, because we don't want people voting, when the match is almost over. That would be cheating.
It would be, but that was a really close match.
It was, yeah. All right. Oh no. So that one, costume 1. Who's next?
Kid Gohan, costume 2. Costume 1. Did I say 2?
Yeah, you said 2.
Costume 1. Ultimate Gohan. Costume 1. These are all 1s apparently.
Okay. And last but not least is
Future Gohan.
Super Saiyan.
Super Saiyan. Juan.
Versus Muscle, who started with garlic.
Mm-hmm. Bojacked.
Alright. The offshoot of the Bowflex. For those who thought the Bowflex was too wimpy. And then it was the SS Broly.
No, it was the Yoshi. Yoshi.
Oh, yeah. No. Oh. Alright, and last but not least is the SS Broly. Okay, there we go. Muscle Planet, alright. Alright, so, I don't even need to save state this or whatnot. Let's just do this. Ready?
Yeah, I'm good now.
Alright, here we go. People in the chat, vote for which team you think will win, the Gohans or Team Muscle. Did it?
Probably put down my drink.
Bum, 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 bum,
I'm
bum.
the champion of justice, the great Saiyaman!
What do you want? What business could you possibly have with me?
Saiyaman told you what he wanted. He's like, I am the great defender of justice, Saiyaman. The guard was like, what could you want? What do you possibly want with me? Like, he told you, dude. Justice.
Justice.
Justice. Justice Slash. No, don't start the season like this.
He wants justice.
Garlic's like, that's not justice at all.
Just starts going into like Batman. Justice. Foaming at the mouth.
Wow, he is taking it to Garlic too. Justice.
Justice.
Garlic's just like, I don't understand. Wow.
I have to save the city.
Darkness Eye Beam's not even. No, it did connect. Wow, I didn't realize it had that kind of range.
Neither did I. But I did think it was going to connect.
Justice. Ow. 7,900.
Cross-eyed at this point.
And he's at max power. He pulled off his sacred dance of.
I wonder if he's going to do an ultimate power Justice Slash. Full power justice.
Yes!
Oh my god!
Leave that
Justice!
Garlic Jr.'s nuts are just a pulp. And he's out! He's done! He's done!
He's just confused. Justice. Justice.
Garlic Jr. is like, no more! Please! Oh my god, that poor man. Justice finishing pose, he's not gonna pull it off! Scatter shot! Or trap shooter.
Yeah.
High speed clash.
Oh shit.
Oh man. Trap shooter again! Dodged by Gohan. I'm sorry, Saiyaman.
Saiyaman.
It's not Gohan at all. But I don't know why that even came to my mind. I'm still reeling over that. Nut punch, max power nut punch. And another nut punch. And Saiyaman starting the season off strong. You know, Saiyaman, you do have other moves in your repertoire. You could know? Okay. Well, just saying. If you wanted to, if you really wanted to, you have other moves you could do.
No, it hurts your balls.
Yes, Saiyaman, we know. We know.
I can't stay on this visor. I'm doing shit.
I can only hope that what I'm doing is justified. Grand Smasher and Ultimate Being's on the ground! It's not like it matters, it's enough to kill him, yeah. And Saiyaman pays the price for all of his nut punches. Bojack was pissed. He's like, got him on the ground and ultimate.
What did you just do? Justice.
Yeah, Saiyaman's last word. Justice.
Oh shoot.
So, can we get a poll results to see who thinks who's gonna win? It should be closed by now, hopefully. Because obviously everyone's gonna go for Gohans after those nut punches.
Somebody did say Psychic Piff though. I think that's
Psychic Piff. It's true, you're back.
I think that's apt.
You're back. Piff has an uncanny ability to not just call the matches, but events in the matches.
I try not to, and on some cases I purposely try to go against what I thought it was gonna happen.
Oh my gosh. Gohan's 23 votes to Muscle's 15.
That seems about right.
Yep. Wow, and Bojack using the worst move in the game. It blows people back, but it uses almost a half your life bar to do it. It's just not a great move. However, Gohan and Bojack on equal footing. Gohans do not have that big of a lead, actually.
Nope.
They've still got Saiyaman.
And
they still got...
Sayman's done.
Oh, no, actually, I'm sorry. Team Muscle has the lead.
Yeah.
Because Garlic Jr. tagged out. Yeah. So Muscle has the lead, believe it or not, at the moment.
It's true.
Gohan's doing his best to put a stop to it, though. And he does!
That kid needs to learn how to get off my lawn.
High-speed clash.
The old man, show him how it is.
And he did!
Yeah. Get off that lawn.
The old man representing. And Ultimate Gohan has Savior on, so we could see a Burst Rush here, or we could see Original Kamehameha.
One of the two.
Yeah, wow, connects for 6,800 points of damage.
Oh,
wow! Whoa!
That was awesome. Does he have Savior?
Yeah, he had Savior.
Wait, Grandpa does, or?
No. Ultimate Gohan.
See, that didn't seem like it.
Yeah, he had Savior. That was not his ultimate either. That was just a regular quick fire Super Kamehameha.
That's what confused me, because
yeah. No, that was just his regular. I think he's got Super +2. But yeah, that was an amazing quick fire.
I think you might be thinking of another Gohan. I'm gonna go check.
Possible. In any case, that was devastating, and Ultimate Gohan quickly taking the lead here. Not Grandpa Gohan.
Yeah, he does not have Halo.
Well, no, Halo. What? No.
Yeah, no.
That's not what I said. I said Super +2.
You did say Super +2 the
Yeah.
second time, but what was the first time? What did you say?
Not Halo. You said Savior.
Oh, Savior. Oh.
Wow, nice explosive wave, 9,900 points of damage, and Roshi is done. Ultimate Gohan has just annihilated Roshi.
Oh, here comes the SS.
Now, I'm not even going to say Roshi did that bad of a job. I think Ultimate Gohan just rocked his world.
I really do like SS.
Broly.
Other costume a lot.
Yeah, the zombie Broly.
Zombie Broly, and also this form, it looks like he's in a Super Saiyan form. Like instead of just having just blue hair.
Right. Oh wow, explosive wave is his ultimate for 12,000 points of damage. Wow, and Broly killed Ultimate Gohan, bringing this back to the advantage for Team Muscle. Wow, this match has gone back and forth like crazy. Wow, and Future Gohan with a 7,800 point special beam cannon. And, yeah, he's made this an even fight with just that one B2. Good. Well, I wouldn't say quite even. Muscle still has the tag-out advantage, and that should not be underestimated.
No, it shouldn't. Not at all.
However, this is Future Gohan, who is an incredibly powerful character, especially when he decides to start grabbing. Oh, gosh, I don't know what's going to happen. No! What?
Whoa!
What?
That's awesome! I did not know that was a thing. I didn't know things could actually beat Special Beam Cannon.
Yeah, I didn't know.
But apparently, his ultimate makes him invincible during it.
The weird part was though, is that he didn't take anywhere near the damage he should have from that ultimate. So it's almost like they kind of canceled each other out.
Yeah,
it was weird. Wow, and Gohan doing his grabs. He has very powerful grabs, and he loves to use them.
Broly, if you could, go into your next form.
And another grab from Gohan. Yeah, Gohan's best chance of winning this match is to take Broly down before he transforms. Does not want to face Broly.
I like Broly transform. No, don't Kakarot.
Who doesn't? Well, besides whoever's facing him at the time.
Yeah, just no.
Special beam cannon missed, and a trap shooter from Broly.
Oh
misses.
man!
Oh, he tags. That's so not good for Gohan. And Garlic Jr. transforms. Maybe that is good for Gohan. It's so hard to tell.
It's.
Oh, why? Why, Gohan?
High
speed clash.
Is this a beam of death? Should I stop it from happening?
High-speed clash again. Garlic Jr. wins it again, and Gohan's on the ropes.
Here comes the Death Impact. There goes bye.
Wow, and a match that went back and forth and back and forth, and Muscle takes it with a pretty commanding victory at the end there.
Yeah,
Nice.
that was. I did not expect him to do anything like that. That was impressive.
Nicely done. All right, load state, not save state. Load state 3. Here we go. We've got the Blades versus the Earth Defenders. The Blades are under new management, a new coach. The Earth Defenders are the Earth Defenders. They need no introduction. They're the Earth Defenders. Let's do this.
Then stop introducing them.
I'm sorry. Earth Defenders had a great season last season. They didn't get too far in the playoffs, but they did have a great season. One of the best win-loss records, got into the North Kai division. The Blades, like I said, new coach, so we have no idea what to expect from this team. Could see great things, could see a fall, don't know.
Huh? I'll dispose of you
I
easily.
don't want to be called psychic piff, so I'm not gonna try to do anything. I'm just hoping that Cyborg Tao wins. I don't care about the Blades.
Right? You just want Cyborg Tao?
Yeah.
I have to admit, and for anyone who's new to this, obviously, Earth Defenders are the team I support, so I'm incredibly biased. I really... So, that said, I will recuse myself. Oh, no. No, wait. No, I won't. Go Earth Defenders.
I have specific like character favorites. Like it differs from team to team. Like I love Broly. I love Cyborg Tao.
You love the champ.
The champ.
But everyone loves the champ. I mean, come on. Everyone
How
loves
can
the
you
champ.
not love the champ?
Wow. Chaozu actually going melee heavy here. And Chaozu was the problem child for the Earth Defenders last season. He was the one that they had trouble figuring out what to do with. But man, if this is any indication, they may have solved that problem.
I mean, especially against Cyborg Tao, that is an easy counter because Cyborg Tao he's actually strong on a lot of cases. But the thing is, his charge is not particularly the best in comparison to a lot of different characters.
Right.
And his attacks are not particularly the most expensive, but there's like 2s and 3s. If not just, I think 3 and 3. Maybe.
Oh, he's at max power though. Chaozu should be
And
careful.
his ultimate does do a lot of damage. The thing is,
No, he decides not to use his ultimate. His ultimate is fairly easy to dodge, but if it connects, it does massive damage.
yeah, he's no pushover. He actually does quite a bit of damage.
And Cyborg Tao using his max power to even up this fight, and Chaozu is on the ropes now, flying away.
Chaozu should not be flying away.
That's confusing.
Not that his AI shouldn't be doing that, but more like if he was a player and if he actually had some guidance sort of thing, he should be sticking in Cyborg Tao's face.
Wow, Cyborg Tao winning the clash and starting to get the advantage in this fight. However, like I said, if Chaozu is the weakest link of the Earth Defenders, that is a nice weak link to have right there. Because Cyborg Tao is no pushover. He is one of the stronger members of the league, and... Oh, wow! Psycho Reicho takes him down! Chaozu winning the one-on-one between those two, just barely. Tag out would be appropriate here. Don't know... Oh, he is going to do it! And in comes Goku. Base
torn pants.
Not sure how they got torn. Chi-Chi probably got a hold of him before he got here. He's got Savior on, so we could see a Spirit Bomb. We could. Or we could see him stand there.
If you decide to, really...
Yeah, if you want to do something.
No,
Or
this is classic Goku.
This is so Goku.
He would charge up to full and just sit there and do nothing.
Oh, he's back to full!
He wants to make sure
that he has full power when he does nothing.
Yes. Because if it was any less...
Meteor combination connects!
Ah, nice.
I do love this move.
Yes, it is a very pretty move.
Damn, 13,000 points of damage, too. That's ultimate level right there. 13,000 is a low to mid-range ultimate. That's crazy power.
He did actually have his ultimate power, but yes, I definitely agree.
Oh, wow. And connects again with that one, and for 13,000 points of damage again. Wow. Goku launching ultimate level B2s right now. Making this fight even. Jeez, that would make me actually scared to see what his Spirit Bomb would do. Does he have Super +2 at the moment? He's gotta.
It feels like it. I'm gonna go check.
Oh, and Jane NBA tags out, saving that little bit of health. A perfect tag out for the Blades. And in comes base form Trunks.
Very nice. Very nice. So let's see. Yeah, he does have Super +2.
Speaking of tagging out, it'd be a perfect opportunity for the Earth Defenders to tag. No?
No,
No?
Goku.
Okay.
Goku's fine.
That's sorry.
He's fine.
Looks like it's
Yay!
And in comes this guy. Oh, I don't know who this is. It's got Krillin's portrait, but this is not Krillin.
He's in
Some
disguise.
Some imposter with hair. Expanding energy wave. Oh, say it ain't so.
He seems to have the same mood set as Krillin.
It's true. It's true. And the same mood set as Krillin. I don't even know what that means. Don't listen to me.
I'm quite sure he's whipped at this point, so I don't think that's the same as his original one.
Krillin was another weak spot for the Earth Defenders last season. He used to be a beast. He wasn't last season. They're hoping they may have found a fix for him. But same thing for Sword Trunks. Blades, the new coach of Blades, thinks that Sword Trunks does better in his base form than he does as a Super Saiyan. And so far, he doesn't seem to be disappointing too much.
Alright. I am unsure myself. I wish I'd pay a bit more attention to such things.
And ultimate
But it seems to be
connects.
doing really well. Wow.
Wow,
Okay.
for 15,000 points damage.
That's not a bad ultimate either.
Yeah. It's going to be a hard ultimate to dodge. It's got multiple shots. Wow. And that's it for
Pulling
Krillin.
out B2's like nuts. Wow. Jeez.
And I'm going to say it was because Krillin had hair. Even though that's not really the reason.
Donorai.
Totally missed.
I love how he dodged it, went back into it, and still didn't get it.
Yeah. And Tien, I think he's more of a tanky build this time.
Yeah, wasn't Tien also a... Wasn't Tien like one of the weaker links? Was I...
Yeah,
mistake?
no, towards the end of the season, they started getting him working. It was basically Chaozu, Krillin. Tien was definitely one of the weaker links, but, you know, the only ones that were really performing extremely well was Mid Goku and Yamcha. And the other parts of the team did enough to make it a strong team, but not what you would call extremely good characters.
Yeah.
However, they may have found the ticket to Tien as well. I mean, both these teams have done a lot of testing in the offseason, so... but the Blades definitely have the advantage at the moment, because I don't think Dodora Borealis has even come out yet.
That is no, he's been out.
Dodoria? No, Deborah, I mean? No, he hasn't been.
Yeah, I can see him right over there.
That's John Nimba.
He's right there, though.
No.
Can't you see him?
Wait, Deborah, never mind. Deborah is not even on this team. Deborah is on the Majins. I don't know. Why am I in charge of this league? I obviously have no idea what I'm talking about.
I told you, he's right there.
It's Tapion is who I'm thinking
Yeah,
of.
no, he has not been out.
Yeah. I don't even... What?
I was actually kind of confused. So I tried playing along, but I didn't know where you were going with it. Where were you going with that, anyway?
I don't even know. I was just gonna say that the Blades are in the lead. That's all I wanted. And Tapion, always a strong character, giving Tien a run for his money. It's all up to Tien and Chaozu, and Tien doing the worst move, as I said before. Wow, high-speed clash should block that Brave Sword.
Oh, and he's back up to full. Tien.
Yeah, the Blades definitely looking strong right now.
Oh.
If they want any chance, Earth Defenders need to tag out. Tien needs to tag out, let Chaozu do some stuff, get his life back. I don't think he's going to do it, though, because it's Tien.
Oh, Tien.
Bye, Tien.
Bye, Tien.
And the Blades, with a very strong performance so far.
What did I just say about freaking kids and their drugs? This guy.
This guy, he doesn't even blink. And another Brave Slash to finish it off, and Tapion was not even touched. The Blades, with a very dominant win over the Earth Defenders. Well done. Jeez.
Ow, my leg. Why?
Hey, hang on a second. Alright, yeah, we need to load slot 4. Alright, ready?
Yes.
Good. Everyone, we've got, I forgot that we're still recording. See, here's how this works for you guys on YouTube that don't normally get to see this. It always works like this. Are you ready? Yes. And then I start recording, and then I'm like, ah! But we're not doing that this time. So, it's just that's Team Cold versus Team Derp. Both teams have gone through a lot of testing again, and we might be seeing very, very, very different teams than we saw last season. So let's go ahead and let's get it on. Now, Team Derp has a new character. They replaced Supreme Kai with Devilman. And the champ, Herc, has a buff to him because it was determined that he just had an unfair disadvantage compared to every other player in the league.
I'm surprised that Supreme Kai was their pick as the drop. Well, that'll be my note.
Well, apparently, I mean, it wasn't an easy or quick decision. They tested everyone else out. They apparently got everyone else working better than Supreme Kai was working, so he kind of didn't make the cut. But I do know the coach considered a lot of different people for drops, and basically, from what Durangel said, is that he got Salza working, he got Deborah working, or Dodoria working, he got, the champ. Well, they couldn't drop the champ even if they wanted to, but he got everyone else working. Supreme Kai was doing the worst, and Devilman was doing better than him, so... And actually, if you look at this, Salza is rocking it pretty hard right now.
Yeah, I'm not against the whole, switching characters. I'm just surprised, because I've seen a lot of the characters in Team Derp. I'm surprised Supreme Kai was the weak link.
Yeah, no, I also wouldn't have guessed that. I would have definitely guessed Salza, but, well, King Cold is fighting back now, but at least if this isn't an indicator, Salza looks a lot stronger than he was last season. Of course, I'm not going to suggest that half a match is any indicator.
He looks about the same, to be honest. I have not... Well, he tagged, which is a new thing. Can tell you that.
And in comes Devilman.
Yes. Devilman, I have zero knowledge on, other than his ultimate really only hurts bad guys.
It hurts most people, but it really hurts bad guys, and there's a few really good people it won't hurt at all. And Devilman pulls a Goku, just kind of stands there. High-speed clash.
Things. Throwing some energy.
Like a fork attack! Connects for 5,000 points of damage.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised that Devilman was picked, mainly because since he's from the original cast, a lot of his moves are generally in the weaker category.
Yeah.
But we've seen an entire team of age 1 basic characters do extremely well.
Yeah, wow, that actually did really good damage, 9,200 points of damage. We should also point out that Frieza, at least for the preseason, I don't know if they're going to stick with this for the main season, but in the preseason, Frieza is in his third form and will be staying in his third form for this week. A very, very interesting choice for the Team Cold. And it would be rather interesting to see Frieza have this form for the entire season.
Yeah.
Crazy Finger Beam, his ultimate... Connects for 13,000 points of damage. Yeah. Well, no,
and he dies.
Ouch. And Salza back in with 2 bars of health and going for a third right now. He's coming in, trying to hit Frieza hard and fast. Frieza fighting back.
Frieza's doing really well. I'm not actually that surprised that third form Frieza is doing well at all. I've always thought that this particular form was particularly powerful, and I'm interested to see how powerful it is in comparison to a fully decked out Frieza where it can transform and whatnot, but maybe not be as a powerhouse like this.
And down goes Salza for 8,500 points. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Dodoria comes in.
Oh, hell yeah, Dodoria.
Dodoria headbreaker right off the bat. Missed.
Whoa.
Frieza dodges it. Oh no, the shoe! Not the shoe. And
That's the shoe.
it looks like yeah, Team Cold's still in the lead. Derp has 2 full members at full health, but Cold's got Frieza, Cooler, and Mecha Frieza to still contend with. So, but if Dodoria does well and if the champ does well, then definitely the match is not over yet.
No. Dodoria is actually, with all seriousness, Dodoria is probably the best character on Derp, next to, I would say, 20.
Agreed. Absolutely.
And
agreed.
Dodoria might even be better than 20, which is hard to do because there's a good amount of pluses with it, but...
Wow, and Frieza tags, and in comes Mecha Frieza.
This is not going to be good for Dodoria.
No, it's not. Dodoria needs to either dodge his super or keep him from using his super. I don't think either of those are going to happen.
Ooh, with CV dodges.
No.
Nope.
Not at that range. He's not going to dodge. 17,000 points of damage. Dodoria is in trouble. And it looks like this match might come down to the champ.
Is Dodoria in a different build?
I don't know why.
He seems to not be doing the usual thing.
Yeah, different AI, I think. And he tags out, and in comes the champ! The champ with Savior. The champ with Mr. Boo arrives! Champ! Blocked.
Yay! Yay!
However, the champ, as you can see, can now actually stun people with his melee, which he could never do before. So he has a better fighting chance now. He has a better chance of actually taking on opponents and actually being able to do things to him. Now, his melee damage is still crap, but
Yeah.
at least he can stun them, which was a huge problem because it was basically like everyone Herc fought had power body. It's basically what it was last season, or the last couple of seasons.
Yeah. It was fairly ridiculous that he just could not get into melee at all. Like, if he went into melee, he lost that fight immediately.
And he certainly is outclassing Frieza in the melee department, which is interesting.
Yes, absolutely. It's weird because he is also not doing a lot of his supers, and that just might be how in-your-face Frieza is at the moment.
Oh man, he's back at max power, and Herc is already down to 1 bar of health. This is not good.
Nope.
It looks like Team Cold might be right back on track. Last season they didn't even make it to the playoffs, but if this is any indicator, this is a very different Team Cold we're looking at.
Mm-hmm.
And it's all up to Dodora Borealis.
On to his max form. I don't think this is really going to pull the match, if
Ouch.
it even does
Nope.
hit anything.
Dodoria Headbreaker, not an ultimate, but still with max power has 10,000 points of damage. Yeah, I'm going to call this fight. Cooler hasn't even stepped onto the field yet. They've still got King Cold. They've still got Frieza. Frieza's not dead. No one's died on King Cold yet. That's...
Well then.
Yeah, I'm going to call this match. All in all, I did like a lot of the things I saw from Team Derp. Hopefully Salza can step it up a little bit. Dodoria is doing well. It looked like Devilman has some potential. The problem is that it's really hard to gauge how much improved Team Derp has gone when they were facing a team that was this powerful.
Yeah, and this usually in preseason, you got to remember this might just be test builds.
Exactly.
They might just be going like, all right, how do these things work in practice?
Mm-hmm.
They might actually have a far better one when it actually starts. In theory, of course.
In theory, yeah, that's one. There's also another theory too that there are some teams out there that purposely do not have their best builds on because they don't want to show their hand before the season starts. Right. I know that there's some teams out there that are like, okay, we've got this character working. He's really powerful. Let's go ahead and test this because we're pretty sure it's nowhere near as good. We'll get some testing in, and we won't tip our hand. So you do got to keep that in mind when you're dealing with the preseason as well. But yeah, next up we've got the Androids versus Dragon Ball Warriors. Androids made it all the way to the Tenkaichi Bowl. last season. Did not quite get the win. Dragon Ball Warriors also had an amazing season, almost made it into North Kai, and they were the team we were talking about that had the all of their characters have a natural handicap because their moves just aren't quite as good as everyone else's because they're from the original Dragon Ball saga. But that apparently has not stopped them from having one amazing season, and we'll see if they're getting even better in this season.
Yeah, their character builds, the builds themselves have gotten far beyond what most people would actually think. Because you'd be like, alright, so they're facing people who naturally have more attack damage, have more defense, have more like B2 damage and whatnot, and you go like, they should generally lose, but no, with all of the combinations of how much the timing of B2s and their melees and how much they've actually like gone through the seasons and just understood how their characters work against other ones. They've built an amazing team.
And the tagging. The glorious tagging.
The tagging.
Don't forget the tagging. Dragon Ball Warriors.
Super Saiyans.
Well, no. Dragon Ball Warriors tag more than any other team.
Really?
Oh,
even
yes.
the Super Saiyans?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Last season, I don't know. Let me be clear. I don't quite remember if they had the top spot as far as the most tags, but they were definitely one or two.
Okay.
And there were actual matches where their opponents did more overall damage than they did and still lost because of the amount of tags Dragon Ball Warriors did.
Yes.
Kamehameha fully charged, and Ader eats it. Ader ate it.
Yes.
And, wow, almost made it an even fight again. Early Goku, so far, with the exception of that Kamehameha, has not been that impressive.
Yeah, I think Ader has just gotten a really good melee AI. It looks it. Very aggressive,
right
as most androids will be.
And he's at max power again. And Goku, a lot of people this week using that horrible push-away attack. And early Goku needs to tag or he's
Early
dead.
Goku needs to do something, because it looks like he just does not know what to do on the field.
No. And in comes Pilaf in his little pumpkin outfit because it's October.
Yay!
Yay! And he's getting punched right in the robot face.
Robo face.
Ader attack misses because Pilaf was falling.
Superman is out of style, Ader.
And Pilaf does not use his ultimate. He wasted that energy. I wouldn't say... Well, yeah. Not really so much on his part. A lot of it was Ader just stunning him for a good portion of that
Yes.
max power. Wow, nicely done. 7,000 points of damage with a rock throw. Pilaf... Oh, go ahead.
This is what I was actually waiting for the androids, is to actually make aggressive androids. Because a lot of teams cannot deal with things being in their face constantly.
In Cell, starting at least the preseason, starting off in perfect form with Broly's ring, meaning he cannot transform. He can get healing Botara, though. And the hope, I'm assuming, is that his B2s in this form, which are very powerful, will more than make up for the amount of health he could regain from other forms.
Okay.
And it is true that Perfect Cell's B2s are very powerful. He's got Super Kamehameha, he's got that Finger Barrage Beam, which is it hits well, it does decent damage. He's got an Explosion type ultimate, which are really hard to dodge. So it's a good form for Cell. I don't necessarily think this is a bad move on their part. And down goes Pilaf.
Yo. Oh man.
In comes Tao. And the androids showing why they made it to the Tenkaichi Bowl last season. Well, actually, no. 20's not in there, so they haven't shown why they made it to the Tenkaichi Bowl.
Yeah, no. Freaking 20. Jeez. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That was ridiculous last time. I don't even know how to describe it. Oh.
But, yeah, it's Tao and Kid Goku versus most of the androids still. 17, 20, Cell. Ader's not even dead yet. I don't think. I think he tagged. So, yeah, Dragon Ball Warriors definitely in trouble.
Yeah.
And that was an ultimate from Cell, hitting and doing decent damage. And like I said, this is not a bad version of Cell. If you're going to stick Cell in a form, this is not a bad one to stick him in.
Nope. I'm really wondering how the coaches are going to actually take all this information in. What they put in, what they omitted, how they're really going to read all these. Because it's not straightforward of just like, this is good, this is bad. You're going to have to really understand what and who you were facing.
Very true. We did start to see... Wow, and down goes Tao. Cell just absolutely slaying his opponents right now. We did see this start last season, where teams, instead of just making a build for their team and sticking with it, they would actually look and analyze who they were fighting, who they were up against, and do their best to outthink that team and outplay that team. And we're hoping that this trend continues and grows in Season 6 to where every team, they have a basic, this is what makes our team good, but they also look at every week's opponent and say, what are they clashers? Okay, we need to counter the clash. Are they super heavy? We need to counter the super.
Right.
And yeah, hopefully that'll make a much better league overall.
Yes. There's actually been full teams that have done extremely well by just reading how their opponent is going to fight.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot, it would help the usual just top players to stay on top, and the bottom players to get on top.
Wow. Perfect Cell just annihilated 3 members of that team.
Yeah.
Jeez. Nicely done, androids. Wow. Now keep
I
going,
heard
Piff.
that there's been a lot of tests as well, and I'm curious to see, like, as many as our good matches are going through, who really benefited from that most. Because sometimes you do tests and none of them pan through, and you're like, I can't get anything better than what we had. But seeing like drastic changes, like people being in particular forms and then reading themselves to make sure that they stay in that form, I wonder how much they had to really test to get to that point.
Right. And by the way, I'm not suggesting that the Dragon Ball Warriors should have countered the androids this week. It's the preseason. No one knows what to expect. No, like in the preseason, you can't counter a team. You don't know what they're going to come at you with. I mean, you're like, Rugrats. Like last season, the Rugrats were clashers. You knew if you were going up against the Rugrats, you had to counter that clash because damn, they were good at it. But the preseason, they know the clash works, so who knows? Maybe they all went with different types of builds. You have no clue.
Yeah.
So
what you're seeing right now is probably not what you're going to be seeing in the weeks to come.
But it is a nice look at how teams may be evolving and what direction they may be taking. And we've got up next the Ginyu Force versus the Valkyries. The Ginyu Force, a rather lackluster season last year. However, they do have a new coach, I believe. No, maybe they don't.
They were doing pretty well at the end of the league. They were actually utilizing a lot of their characters and making their bad ones good.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. They had a new coach last season who spent a good deal of the season kind of getting into it and learning the ropes. And just like Piff said, as he became better at what to do, you saw the Ginyu Force getting better and better. And hopefully they continue to improve. And if they do continue to improve... Because, let's face it, the Ginyu Force has some strength on their team. They've got Jace, who is very powerful. They've got Birder, who is a brilliant melee fighter. They've got Raccoon, who's just an all-around great fighter. If they can find ways to make Goldo and Captain Ginyu work, this is going to be a very powerful team.
You want to fight me?
And, for the people who made drastic changes, like character rosters and things like that, that's actually really good moves. As much as you probably don't know that character or something like that, you did a lot of testing, probably, to get to those characters, try to figure out how they work and things like that. You already have a massive upper hand on everyone else who's going to be facing you. Because everyone else, has a very, set characters. These are generally what they're good at. They might change about how they go around, but a lot of people understand which moves they do, what their strengths might be, what the weaknesses might be, and things like that. And if you bring in a new character, a new flavor to your team that nobody else knows about, that's already a very large advantage already.
Very true. Yeah, assuming you did the massive amount of tests it requires, absolutely. Because the danger with getting a new player on your team is that you don't have the previous season's worth of testing to know how they work and what makes them good. But, like Piff said, if you take the off-season to just upload or to request a massive amount of tests for this new character, you can mitigate that weakness. And it then really does become just an advantage for your team.
Mm-hmm.
And Fasha, not surprisingly, is annihilating Captain Ginyu, but Fasha, one of, if not the top fighters in the league. Amazing performer, and I really don't think Captain Ginyu would stand much of a chance at the moment.
Yeah, Captain Ginyu was never the best character, and against somebody like Fasha, who was ridiculous,
Right.
just the best character. Oh, excuse me.
Honestly,
But it
a good counter for Fasha from the Ginyu side. Of course, again, preseason, so that I shouldn't be too worried about that kind of thing right now. But Jace would be a good counter because he's a B2 spammer. A great way to counter a melee specialist is just to throw B2s at him and get him out quickly. Birder would probably be one of your better counters simply because he might be able to keep up with their melee.
Oh, is he going to go into a...
Oh man, this would be the perfect time to do it.
see.
If he gets the
Let's find
chance,
out.
I don't think he's going to get the chance, no.
No.
No. And
Oh, that
Ginyu's
was
down.
the best.
Here comes Birder. And see, like I said, Birder might be a better counter for her because he might be able to keep up. Oh, high-speed clash might be able to keep up with her melee. And Fasha wins the clash, so he lost his max power.
Her and her wild sense and her natural want to dodge.
Yes.
You have no idea how much dodging is so important in this league, and for some reason this particular character just knows when and how to do such things.
Full power energy ball right in the face, 6,500 points of damage. Nicely done. Birder certainly has his work cut out for him, but if he can get her down and get the Ginyu Force back in this game, they might have a chance. However, I mean, the Ginyu Force versus the Vals, from everything we know, the Ginyu Force, they're not a good matchup for the Vals. The Vals can have a field day with them unless this team improves drastically.
Yeah, it looks like this is sort of going to be a one-way match, at least to begin with. Fasha is going to be Fasha, and probably going to continue to do really well, even though she's not particularly doing well against this particular person. You must also remember that she's also taken out another person before him. Because
and both of them at max power. An ultimate from Birder would be great right now. Energy Ballet, a waste of max power. Absolute waste on Fasha's part, and Birder needs to take advantage of this, and he's not. Birder?
He's loving the water.
Birder literally wasted his max power, and then hit her with 7,400 points of damage.
This is psychology, okay?
Look, it's nice that you hit her with that B2, but that could have been an ultimate, man. That could have been an ultimate. And Fasha tags out, and in comes a Rayleigh.
It would have not worked. This is mind games, okay? Mind games.
Got it.
I think he was trying to be a mine, trying to be one with a mine, but he didn't quite succeed, so he just launched the B2.
A woohoo connects for 10,000 points of damage, and Birder needs to tag.
Birder does need to tag, but I'm not quite sure if he can get there fast enough.
He's so fast that he outflew the person he flung away. Nicely done, Birder. And now you can sleep. I do like that he throws a Rayleigh and then dashes past her. In comes Raccoon, and it's all up to Raccoon and Goldo to take on all of the Vals, and that is not good news for the Ginyu Force.
No, especially since they're fighting the hardest of the Vals as well.
Yeah, the Fasha and the
Rayleigh
Rayleigh.
and
Yeah, they
Fasha.
haven't even seen the weak side of the Vals.
And we've actually seen this before, where the Valkyries have actually taken on an entire team with just two characters.
A ping connects. Ouch.
Wow.
And then the problem for the Ginyu Force is that there's not much you can take from a test like this. I mean, did Captain Ginyu improve? Possibly. He was up against Fasha. I mean,
Yeah.
he could have been twice as strong as he was before and still not made much of a difference. High-speed clash. And Aurelia's going to win this one again because she's got a clash boost. Woohoo! Connects again, and look at this. Yeah, Aurelia and Fasha, as powerful as ever. There's no doubt in anyone's mind that they will, of course, be strong players this season as well. If I were the Ginyu Force, I would say look at next season and your testing there, because I don't think that your tests this week are going to yield too much information.
Plant nothing.
Plant would work if it wasn't where it is. Actually connects a little bit with this one for 4,000 and then tags.
Nicely done.
Yes, and it's all up to Goldo.
Let's see if they can do the comeback of the century. My guess is no. I'm gonna put
What?
that out there.
You don't believe in Goldo?
No.
I don't believe in Goldo.
Look, he could stop time as much as he wants to. It doesn't matter.
Oh, nice combo, but Aurelia dodged it. Yeah.
Oh. For a guy who could stop time and do whatever he wants, he's
He's been nerfed too much.
can't even do that anymore.
Goldo, do you even understand the mere concept of stopping time and how much advantage it gives you? Because apparently you don't.
Because it would be really useful here. You know,
would.
to be honest, I'm surprised that...
Rock throw does take Aurelia down, and in comes Fasha again, so there's that.
Oh my gosh. Fasha. No.
I think Goldo's got the right idea. Get away from her, charge up, and try and hit her with B2s or even an ultimate. Or just B2s. She wild sensed it. You know what? That's not even a bad strategy either. Force her to use up her wild senses? That's not a bad idea, honestly. The last thing you want to do is get into a fist fight with her, though. Especially you, Goldo.
He's got this.
He does. I was gonna say he has this energy ballet of another bad choice on Fasha's part. Hits him for a little bit. Special fighting pose. She lets him get it off. She let him pull that off. I'm amazed. And an ultimate.
Go.
Go, Goldo. Do an ultimate.
Yeah, he's gonna melee this. He's gonna win
Wow.
by her own pita.
Oh, see, his hubris got the best of him. Don't take her on the melee. Just do your ultimate. Do a B2. There he goes. Stuns her and B2s her. Gets her down. Well played. And she is not gonna dodge this one.
Pan's coming out. Whoa.
Well done, Goldo. Well done.
You did it. Congratulations.
You should tag Goldo. He does! Stuns her and tags and lets Raccoon come in. And she's still stunned. Nice combo there. See, now if the Ginyu Force can keep up these kind of tactics, this will make them a powerful team.
Yes, I would definitely agree. Kind of.
Kind
I don't think that was a very good position of Bomber, but
No.
hey,
No,
whatever.
honestly, I don't think the Ginyu Force has this, but I am liking what I'm seeing with Goldo. He does seem to be improved. He did take down Fasha. Now she only had one more health.
I'm actually pretty amazed that they actually survived the other two characters.
Yeah.
Even if they were still at like 1-2 bars. That's still something to celebrate, because Fasha has taken down pretty much entire teams by herself without breaking much of a sweat.
And Pan actually showing some nice fighting skills, showing her chops here.
Yeah. Pan was definitely one of the weaker characters on the Valkyries, mainly because she was new, not that much testing.
An ultimate? Will it connect? It should. Yeah, she's definitely close enough for it. Right in her face. 13,000 points of damage.
Plant!
And a plant?
That worked. Yes, 4,000.
Raccoon needs to tag. I don't think he's going to get a chance. No, he's dead. It's all up to Goldo now.
These two have evened it up pretty well.
Not really. They still got a full health 18 to deal with.
From
But
where they were?
yes, I was gonna say,
did
but they've done
really
amazing.
well.
And Goldo hits again with the rock. Yeah, if they can even get to at least bring 18 out, then and I was gonna say, I remember I said Ginyu Force. I don't know how much you can take from this test. I was wrong. I mean,
Yeah.
if this is the Goldo we're gonna see during the season, if that's the Raccoon we're gonna see during the season, yeah. And Jace isn't even in here. Of course, Jace is a very powerful character, so maybe we are seeing a much improved Ginyu Force.
Could be. Could be.
Just don't let Pan tag out.
I think he's waving. I don't know what he was doing.
He needs to take Pan down. He does, and if he launches an ultimate on 17,
This
comeback
could be.
of the century. Launch an ultimate, Goldo. Goldo. No. Okay.
No, I'm telling you, this is not gonna work.
No. He dodges it. He can still tech. No. Okay.
But,
It was there. The dream was there, Piff. The dream was there.
I'm sticking with my guns right now. Yeah.
And an interesting fight. The Val's obviously in tip-top shape. Nothing we didn't expect. They're doing well. The Ginyu Force improvement. Very
Definitely.
encouraging improvement. Yeah. All right.
I did not expect Goldo to
Oh dear God, no.
to
Yeah.
rock socks. I did not see that coming.
Up next, we've got the Namekians versus the Majins. The Majins, a very powerful team. Towards the end of last season, they were kind of hit and miss during last season, but man, in the playoffs, especially DeBoer, wow. I'm curious to see if they've improved. They have I think they have a new coach. I think KO is coaching another team now. I could be
Is he
wrong on that.
coaching what?
No, wait, no. KO is coaching the Majins. Wait, I'm so confused. I don't remember. So
Let's
I think,
do this.
Let's do this. This is good. I don't even remember. I
That was
think KO
intense.
is coaching the Majins. I don't remember if he coached them last season or not. I'm really out of the loop. You think I would be? I promise when the season starts, I will be in the loop. I will know these things. I don't now because it's my lazy time.
I sure hope you're ready.
No, KO's like, no, I'm still the Majins coach. Been here
He's
for a
coaching
while.
like both of the teams at once, fighting each other.
KO's just like, been here a while now, Squee. It's nice to know you care. Sorry. No, but the Majins, like I said, very powerful during the off season or during the postseason. A very strong team. The Namekians were kind of a flash in the pan last season. They started off really strong. People were really worried about them, and they kind of pitted out, you know? They kind of, as the season went on, they became less and less of a threat. But, you know, who knows? Maybe there's improvement there. I will say this, though. For a lot of the offseason, the Namekians were one of the only teams that were not requesting tests. And I can only hope that does not hurt them once the season starts. Because every team was out there requesting test after test after test. And the Namekians, at least for the first month or so of the offseason, they were requesting almost none. I don't know if they actually did request tests towards the end. I hope for their sake they did. I really do. Unless or I hope they have their team perfect. One of the two.
Yes.
But-
I think winning and losing is a bit on the, like, that really doesn't matter too much. You really need to look at how your characters act during these. Because there are sometimes unlucky breaks, sometimes the timing doesn't mesh up well, sometimes the timing does mesh up well. You have to make sure that you still take everything into consideration. So win or lose, you really do need to pay attention. It can't be just like, you won, that's fine. I feel that's not really a determining factor about how good a character is, especially with just one match.
Right. Evil Flame from Deborah connects for 8,000.
And
yeah,
tags.
and
As he
tags.
should.
Wow, nice. And yeah, our lead tester did confirm that the Namekians only requested about 3 tests during the entire off season. Now I do know that there's a new coach kicking around the Namekians, so they're starting to get into the swing of it. But I'm worried. I'm worried that this is going to hurt them in the season because every other team has had so much testing time.
It's true. There's so many tests in this offseason. In comparison to any other season, this is the most tests that have been in the off-season.
Wow, connected with that ultimate for 16,000 points of damage, though. Nicely done. And see, here's the thing. Test or no test? The Namekians have strong players. Don't get me wrong. I'm not suggesting that they're suddenly going to drop to a South Kai team by any way, shape, or form. They are always going to be a powerful team. I'm just... Whoa! You saw that, right?
I did.
They mind-effed each other out of not...
I just want to see that was like an anime glare at each other.
Yeah.
You know, those kind of like sparks and stuff like that.
That's exactly what it was. Brilliant. I've never seen that before. I've never seen those cancel each other out.
I know. Like, each time we do one of these things, we go like, I never knew this really awkward, very specific thing where this beats that or that clashes or something like that. You always get freaking thrown for a loop every time we start up a match like this.
Ooh, Super Energy Wave Volley connects for 7,400 points of damage.
Yeah, King Piccolo, definitely one of my favorite characters on Piccolo's team.
Ooh. Chocolate bean, but he's done now.
He's far done, yeah.
Don't eat it or anything, you know, because it's not like it's
just
a chocolate.
Kick it around. Just kick it around.
Nail. Nail showed some good improvement last season. I have high hopes for him this season. The one instrument that's not an instrument.
I'm gonna find a nail instrument, I swear.
Right.
I'm gonna go Google. I'm gonna find a nail instrument. I'm gonna post it all over MySpace.
Wow, and he's having trouble taking Majub down. Majub should be tagging. He is not.
He should be.
No, but he's not there. Finally, Nail takes him down, but suffers an entire bar of damage to get it done. Wow.
That's fine. He's gone.
In comes Bobbity with Pui Pui. Connects. And out comes the man with 100% connection rate in the league. Bam. Well done. I should also point out, I haven't done so yet, but I should point out for anyone who's watching and whatnot, the stats will not start until the regular season does. Do not expect preseason stats unless Burns feeling incredibly generous, which I doubt it. So we're not going to keep track of stats until the season starts, which means that just because Cell may have gotten elite status in the preseason doesn't mean he's actually going to have elite status. And another connection rate for the flawless Pui Pui. That man, it's a good thing he only comes out on the field every once in a while, because otherwise we would have to ban him.
I remember a lot of people giving a lot of guff to Bobbity, saying like he's not particularly good character. I always thought he was a good character. I have zero idea why everyone was so against him.
Because there were several seasons where he was crap. I mean, that's why.
Shit.
No, there were.
Shit.
There were several seasons where Bobbity was a non-factor. He was absolutely horrible. He had a good match once every 10, maybe. And I'm not saying that he was a bad character. I'm saying that he had several bad seasons, and that's why people thought he was a bad character.
And I never saw him be a bad character, though. Like, there's probably a few times, but that happens with every character.
No, I swear to you, there is at least 2 seasons in a row, not last season, but the 2 seasons before that, where Bobbity just was almost a non-factor for the team. He really was.
Where? Like,
I promise you.
I do remember, because I remember way back in the day, like, when he was first coming out, people were just like, oh man, he could do this, but that's all he can do. And I'm like, no, he can do quite a bit more than that. I don't know why everyone was so harsh on him, especially going just like he's no good. And like, no, he's good.
I wouldn't say he's not any good. I mean, he wasn't a detriment to the team. I would say he was a non-factor for a few seasons, meaning he was not the guy that you were ever going to rely on to win a match. There was a long time where the only thing Bobbity was good at was his ultimates. Now, he could connect with his ultimates, and that was great. But if he doesn't pull them off, there was a long time where he was useless. He wouldn't throw out his B2s. He was horrible in Melee. And it's changed. It definitely changed last season. We started seeing a different side of Bobbity, and we're seeing a decent side of Bobbity now. I think he's a strong character, especially if you turn him into a spammer. He's a very strong character. But no, I mean, it's not like people were unjustified in thinking that way, because there were several seasons where he was not good. He was definitely the weakest player on the Majins for more than one season.
That's what everyone said, but when I was viewing it, I swear he wasn't.
Well, I don't know. Different people, different opinions, I suppose. But I can tell you that, yeah, he's been the weakest member of Team Majins since the beginning. I mean, even last season, he was the weakest member of Team Majins. Not that that's saying he's bad in any way, shape, or form. The Majins are an excellent team. But he's always been the weakest link on the Majins.
It seems it's my turn.
I don't know. There was Spopovich, which has gotten into his own at this point.
Yeah, yeah, but you'd be hard pressed to say he was ever worse than Bobbity. You could, because we didn't keep stats back in the day, but you would have a debate on your hands. Some people would agree with you, some people would say no. But yeah,
and back in the day, what I saw was it Dodoria? Is this guy?
Yeah, it's Deborah.
Deborah, there we go. Deborah. The problem with him was he would do a very specific move and then just never have like any energy. He would have like no recharge and he got stuck. That's that's what kept happening back in the day. He still has that problem, but it's a lot less frequent and unwieldy.
Ouch. And the Namekians defeated. Spopovich didn't even have to step on the field. The Majins in top form again, and I expect great things from that team this season. They're going to be a very powerful team, and especially like we were just talking about, especially last season. Whether you thought Bobbity was bad or not before, you can't deny that he was a factor in last season, and he did well in this performance in this match. And if that keeps up, then the Majins are just going to get that much scarier. They're going to be a really scary team. But next, we've got the final match for preseason week 1. We have the Saiyans versus the Boos. Two other powerful teams. The Boos had a horrible season last season, which is really kind of odd. And you and I can both agree on that. We have no idea why they did so badly. They have such strong players. The only thing I can think of is that they just weren't good at reading their opponents. That's the only thing I can think of. But I'm sure they've probably learned the lesson. If we don't have a strong Boo team this season, I will be amazed.
Yeah.
And the Saiyans, too. The Saiyans, they replaced King Vegeta with Raditz. Now, I don't know. We're just going to have to see how that plays out. Raditz was never the strongest of characters. There was a reason why he wasn't on the Saiyans. It's possible the Saiyans have discovered something to make him a good fighter, or at least a better fighter than King Vegeta. And if so, maybe we're looking at a whole new team here. We'll just have to wait and see.
Yeah. It was one of those things where I never thought Raditz was bad. I did feel a bit in there going like, yeah, he could be doing better. It's really hard to make him particularly good, but with those extra 2 points, because back in the day it was only 5 points people can work with.
Right.
Those extra 2 means a giant difference in how builds can work.
Exactly.
And with that, I can definitely see him being a good character, hands down.
I agree. That's true. That's a good point, that no one ever used Raditz when we had the full 7-point build system. And even back when Raditz was used, I'm with you, he wasn't necessarily bad. He was not as good as the other choices.
He wasn't refined, basically. Yeah. That's how I felt. He was untapped. Because he had a lot of potential.
Alright, hang on. The stream just hiccuped.
Yeah, the stream did die.
But don't worry, it's back on.
Okay, good.
But yeah, no, the recording's still going because Open Broadcaster doesn't stop that, but it's good. Yeah, guys on the stream had a slight hiccup. It might do that a few times. If it goes offline, don't worry, it'll be online again in about 10 seconds. So, worry you not. Blazing Barrage Palm, Turles grabs him out of it, and Turles doing a great job so far.
It has happened quite a bit. There's been, just even from this preseason, those grabs. Yeah. They've been constantly taking like B2 Clash or whatever the flip they're called.
Right.
Whatever the charge moves are, they've been catching them more than the usual. Because the usual is like every once in a while, like, oh my gosh, they grabbed out. That happened 3 times during these several matches.
Yeah, just this week. Yeah, and that's almost unheard of. That's a huge number of times to do it. Maybe the league.
Maybe this is the new. It's the new meta.
No, Turles still has his fruit addiction, and a super explosive wave will hit. Yep.
Yeah, he's 2
11,000
days
points damage,
because he did not.
and he tags.
It's not the best time to tag, but even with the tag in general, it's still good.
Wow, and both of them dodged their moves. Nice.
I love how you just stood there going like, yeah, I don't think I should fly into that.
It's shiny and I want to, but I'm gonna not.
Yeah, out of all of the characters that
Oh,
I didn't...
snap!
Ooh.
This is early.
Yeah, this is very early. Of all the characters, Turles I thought was particularly not so good because he could not stop trying to freaking pull off that really long move.
He kept trying to eat his fruit.
He's up trying to eat his fruit, and he will still continue to try to eat his fruit.
Yeah, you can see out this week he's been trying to eat his fruit and he couldn't do it. The only good thing is that when he's an ape, he can't eat the fruit no more.
He's just trying to eat the tree at this point.
Just uprooting the whole thing. Dear God, but could you imagine if he did eat it at all? Eat the entire tree of might? And,
Yeah,
wow, and, ape form not helping him out so hot right now. Majin
Yeah, it's
Buu-
against the boos. The
Yeah.
boos can freaking take out large enemies. That's not a problem for the boos.
Saiyans need a tag. I don't think they're going to. Turles was never exactly the best tagger. But the Saiyans actually were amazing taggers. In fact, I was just looking at the stats. The Dragon Ball Warriors had the highest tag rate last season, followed by the Saiyans. So, yeah, but I don't know if they'll continue that. Turles seems to have absolutely no interest in it. Turles doing amazingly well, though. He's taken out Oob. Oob tagged, but...
You might even see an ultimate taking out Boo.
That would be...
Maybe.
Maybe, if he
We'll have
survives
to
that long.
see. Yeah.
Or if he uses it.
Yeah, because we've seen so many times where characters will not even want to do the B1s,
And
B2s.
that's it for him. But Turles doing a great job taking Oob down to 1 bar and Majin Buu almost down to 1 bar. Nicely done. And Buu gets hit by it anyway. I guess he didn't jump high enough.
He didn't reach for the stars.
Another volcanic explosion. Buu dodges this one. He doesn't want to get hit by that twice. And counters! And Nappa has no choice but to eat it. 7,200 points of damage. Majin Buu still in this.
It does look like it's a really big move, like it will actually take up a lot of space, and it does. The problem is, it's
You
so
have all the
easy
time in the world to
dodge.
pull it off. Yeah, to dodge it. Honestly, Volcanic Explosion would be a lot better if it had half the charge time.
Oh yeah, it would almost be like overpowered at that point.
No,
You
I
just
wouldn't
would
think
be
so,
able to
because
fly
that
up.
move actually does not hit very often, because most players have all the time they need to dodge it. So,
Yeah.
a high-speed clash. And he takes down Majin Buu without too much damage of his own, and he's got max power.
Just to give a large explosion at the person's feet, like what the heck are they supposed to do about that?
Yeah, dodge. Kappa, will it connect though? He's flying. It does connect!
Wow,
14,000 points of damage. And Nappa, who was definitely one of the weaker characters of last season. Uh-oh. Not an ultimate, but still gonna hurt. 8,000 points of damage. Nappa seems much improved this week.
Yeah, he seems to be doing fairly well. Doing well in the melee game, even though he's a bit flat-footed in such a thing.
But yeah, if they fix Nappa and they've got Turles working well, the Saiyans are gonna be a beast. Well, we gotta wait and see how Raditz does too. Because if Raditz pays off and they fix Nappa and Turles, then the Saiyans are gonna be undeniably good. Full power energy whip connects, and Goting's Buu, his first outing in the league, not going so well. In fact, he's going straight up to Gohan Buu.
Alright.
Not really
Do
sure.
that.
Yeah. Final Revenger, and it's out. Over. Goting's Buu, a rather lackluster debut. Probably still needs a bit of work.
Yeah. It looks like the Boos not particularly need really anything. Their characters have been doing well, but I think we're looking for spectacular, and that might be a bit too much for.
Majin Buu did great. Oob didn't really do that great. If it wasn't for him connecting with his ultimate, he would have gotten trashed.
Here comes Kid Buu.
Yeah, Kid Buu.
Kid Buu is the character to be just feared, I guess.
Kid Buu, I mean, it's hard to deny. Kid Buu makes this team. Kid Buu is... The problem with the Boos the past few seasons is that it's been Kid Buu and friends, is what the Boos have been. And the Boos really need to make this a more well-rounded team. But it's just so difficult to defeat someone like Kid Buu that by himself he makes this team competitive.
Yeah. The thing about Kid Buu, oh my gosh. Alright, so he has a B1 that allows him to heal. He has extremely powerful B2s and an ultimate. His charge rate is spectacular. Do I need to, like, his melee game is fast and damaging. Like, it is hard to get out of how well he does there. And there's really not much else to say about what he can do. I think he might have another B1 somewhere. And,
yeah, but I will say Bardock's doing actually rather well against Kid Buu. See, and this is not good. If Kid Buu starts slipping, the Boos are in serious trouble.
They could rely on their other characters. Majin Buu, I remember being a fairly lethal character.
Let me put it this way then. The old Boos would be in serious trouble. You're absolutely right. It's the preseason. For all we know, the Boos have amazing builds and we're just not seeing them. So, oh no, nice dodge and counter by Bardock. No, nice dodge by Kid Buu. Wow. Nice trade-off on both sides there.
Looks like he missed his grab and got grabbed himself.
Yeah, Saiyans are in full control of this match, though. Kid Buu tags!
Nice and
Boos
early.
never tag. The Boos tagged like 3 times all last season. Okay. Ow.
He needs to pull out his ultimate.
Super explosive wave. He does. This should hit.
Goes.
Yes, it does. Wow. And Bardock was even stunned for that. And he's transforming.
Nicely done. Pull out another B2 and end
he's
this
not
thing.
supposed to transform. I accidentally left transformations on. Not that it seemed to have mattered.
That didn't happen.
It never happened. It's fine. I wouldn't have redone the match either way. It's a preseason.
Yeah.
But...
And he tags after doing a blow. Oh my gosh.
Yep.
They are doing really well with their tags.
Well, the Saiyans, they've always been very good taggers, yeah. And Saiyans look very powerful right now. Looks like they are going to be a very competitive force. Dodged by Kid Buu.
And Kid Buu seems to be doing really well, even though he's at an inch of HP. Actually, it's by himself, so he's not going to be able to tag. This is how much life he's going to be unless he heals up, which he can do.
He can.
And he's just ping-ponging.
His best bet. Yeah, his best bet. Take Nap out like he did. Fire an ultimate at the next person who comes in. I bet you that's what he'll do. Or not. Kid Buu. There he goes. Planet burst. There goes Bardock. And Bardock's down. And this is what I'm talking about. Kid Buu. Never count him out.
Now
He's so powerful.
A fully health character, Raditz, the newcomer. Let's see if Kid Buu is going to run away and sleep.
Yeah.
No.
Bye, Kid Buu. But still, an impressive display at the end there.
Sleep, my sweet prince.
And the Saiyans with a great win. Obviously, we didn't get to see much of Raditz. Not that that's necessarily a bad thing.
He did marvelously. He killed his guy without even taking damage.
It's true. It's totally true. But very impressive stuff we saw from the Saiyans. Turles did well. He's still trying to eat his fruit, but I don't think you can fix that. Nappa, actually, I think was the big improvement there. Nappa, holy cow. was really well done. Bardock did what Bardock always does. So from the Boo side, again, Majin Buu did really well. Goting's Boo, not the best performance. Maybe it's not the best we can see out of him. There might be more to come from that. Kid Buu, I would say not up to his usual standards, honestly. And Oob too. So not the best showing from Majin Buu's, from the Boos, but again, it's preseason and it's only 1 week. That's not enough to really tell anything. But that is the end of preseason 1, folks, and hopefully the teams will get the information they wanted from this and go back to the drawing boards and use it wisely. We've got 1 more week of preseason. Next week we have the preseason, and then it is on to the main season. So with that, folks, I'm going to sign off with Piff.
With me?
Yes, with you.
Can you hold my hand?
I'm holding your hand.
Okay.
I'm internet hold hand. And we'll see you guys next week.
Thank you.